and then someone told me that I look like the Predator. Okay, so I'm gonna insert a picture of the Predator here, and you will see that, like, what? And I think I just laughed it off. Like, of course I don't look like the Predator. From that month till end of university, I didn't wear braids. I wore... Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Reni. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I really do appreciate you for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. So if you're new here, if you don't know, my name is Reni, as I just said, and I make content about financial literacy, career development, and lifestyle. This video is going to be a lifestyle video and essentially a Q&A all about little old me. Last time I did a life update video, and I'll link it up here, I got a lot of questions, and that was like 2 months ago. I was supposed to do it right away, but like I never got around to recording it, so now we are recording it. Lots of questions. I screenshotted all of them. You can't see, but they're all screenshotted on my phone, so I will be going through all of them. If you like that kind of content, please hit that like button and subscribe. Join the family. I would love to have you here. We reached 20K, and I'm so grateful for all of you. For all my returning subscribers, I want to know, what do you think of this backdrop? Is it cute? Is it not cute? Should I remove the plant? Should I keep the plant? I'm trying something new, so like, let me know what you think. I really value all your opinions, so let me know what you think. I don't want this video to be super long, so I'm gonna try and go through it as quickly as possible. Let's see how that goes. And before I get into the questions, one of the things I want to do this year is more lifestyle content, and maybe not vlogs, but just talking to you like this, because you all seem to really like it. So if you have more questions, I want to do a Q&A quarterly, so follow me on Insta, because that's probably where I'll ask you for questions, or leave them in this comment section, and I will come back when I do this in Q2 and answer all of your questions. And if you want a video on a certain topic as well, like if you have questions all about being a YouTuber, a full-time YouTuber, leave those down below. Okay, now let's get into the questions. So the first question that I got was, are you a backseat driver? And I would say that I can be sometimes, but for the most part, I try not to be, because I know how annoying it is. So when I don't trust the driver, the logical thing would be for me to not go in the car, right? But sometimes, like in the past, I have not trusted the driver, and therefore I'm like, oh my gosh, like, brake, you know, I'm really stressed when I'm in the car with them. But for the most part, I try to, like, you know, sit down, trust this driver, because I'm in their car, and then just let them drive. Do you know that friendship breakups hurt as much as romantic relationship breakups? Yes, I do know that. I think actually that friendship breakups can hurt even longer than romantic relationship breakups. Well, for me at least. Most of my friendships are from like middle school or high school. So that is like, I don't know, how long ago was that? 12 years, 13 years, 14 years. I don't know how old I am right now. Whatever. However many years. It's way longer than any romantic relationship that I've ever had. So it definitely hurts. And the intimacy that you build with your friendship group is like something else. My girls, you know, those are my sisters. So yeah, I definitely can see how a friendship breakup can hurt more than a romantic relationship. I actually have only been through like one real main friendship breakup, and I got kind of ghosted, so I don't really know what I did wrong. But yeah, other than that, like my friends and I don't really fight at all, which I like, and I am very grateful for. Shout out to God for that. And then other friends who I've just drifted away with, there's no beef, and like when we reconnect, we are the same, but maybe we just don't talk regularly anymore. So yeah, friendship breakups hurt a lot. Okay, next question. What did you learn most from being a part of YouTube Black? So I learned a lot from being a part of YouTube Black. One thing I learned was the power of community and collaboration. So I collaborated with a few YouTubers while I was in the program, and it really just gives you exposure into tips and tricks that other YouTubers are using, and also just building like community with people who do the same job as excuse me, building community with people who do the same job as you. And obviously I knew that logically, but then when I actually got to be part of YouTube Live and then put it in action, it was like it was amazing. So yeah, I would say I really learned the value of community. And also they gave us a lot of tips and tricks about lighting, about sound, about press. Like I had so much press last year thanks to YouTube Black. So yeah, it was a very valuable experience. And the fact that I'm a full-time YouTuber is literally like mind-blowing. Like every time I think of it, I'm just like, wow. Me? A whole me? A YouTuber? That's wild. But yeah, I learned a lot from that program. Someone asked, what's next for you after YouTube Black? So it's 2023 already, so what's next for me is to continue making valuable content and to scale my business and my YouTube channel further. So YouTube Black was a great platform, especially for my first year as a full-time entrepreneur, to just set me to greater heights. So hopefully more partnerships this year. Well, there are more partnerships already, and even on this 13th day of the year. So yeah, it's going really well, and I want to do less partnerships but more high quality, high paying partnerships this year. So watch out for that. Watch this space. We excited. Big things are happening, and I would really appreciate if you would all like all my ads and my brand deals that are coming forth. The reason a lot of brands work with me is because of how engaged my community is, how many comments I get. If you would help me to continue that, I would really appreciate it. What was your favorite show when you were a kid? This is a hard one. When I was like a baby, my parents really said I really liked Thomas the Tank Engine. Honestly, I don't remember much about it, but you know that show with the trains. My parents said I really liked that, and as like a middle school kid, I guess, I really liked Raven. That's So Raven. I love that show. Seeing a black woman on TV, like even if I wasn't thinking, oh, she's a black woman, blah blah, like just seeing yourself represented on TV is amazing. And I loved how Raven dressed. Like, yeah. Let me know, what was your favorite show on TV when you were a kid? Sweet Life with Zach and Cody, like that was my ish. Hannah Montana, like those were my shows. Those were really my shows. Next question was, what is your deal breaker in a friendship? I don't know. This is a good question. I should probably have a list of deal breakers like I do for men. But I would say a deal breaker in friendship is just someone who is dishonest and somebody who their core beliefs are very different from mine. Like honesty is a core belief for me. So, you know, I would like to have friends who are also honest and are upfront with me about things. So I would say people who are dishonest, it can't go on. It can't go on. Next question. What was the most important lesson apart from money that your parents taught you? My parents really taught me, okay, let's name a few. The first thing would be the value of relationship with Christ. I know like there's this whole discourse about not pushing religion onto your kids and letting them choose their religion when they get to a certain age or whatever. I get it, but I also think that them raising me in the church was so valuable for me and has helped me to get to where I am today. So I would say the importance of a relationship with Christ is something that I really value that I got from them. Another thing that they taught me is the importance of family. So growing up, I think you've all seen my vlog that I made with my family this summer, and I'll link it up here if you didn't, but my family is super close. Like they are like, I don't know, we're super close. Every single birthday, every single holiday, we are all meeting because we all live in Mississauga or the Greater Toronto area. And like, I thought every single family was like that until I got to like 18 years old, and I was like, wait, my friends would tell me things about their family. I was like, whoa, like people fight with their family members. I can't relate. So I think they really emphasize the importance of family, and yeah, that has always stuck with me. I love my family. I'm very close with them, and I hope that continues for the next generation. Yeah, so those are two things they imparted in me. Another thing, okay, I'm saying a lot. You only asked for one, but another thing they taught me was the importance of balance. So my parents work for themselves, and they work extremely hard. That's where I think I got it. But then they also like play hard. They like to relax, and they like to go on vacations and travel and enjoy the money that they've made. A lot of people make money and then they just hoard that money and never reap the fruits of their labor. But my parents are not like that. They do both. They save, they invest, and they also travel and enjoy their money. So yeah, those are some great lessons that I learned from them. And I'm gonna go say thank you to them because yeah, that's cute. Another question that I got was, would you do one-on-one coaching? So I'm guessing you mean like finance-wise, teaching you how to manage your finances. So this year I actually want to get like a certification related to finances so that I feel more equipped to teach people. Like I know I could help a lot of people and I do already help a lot of people, but once I have that certification, I feel like it will give me all the knowledge that I need to feel more comfortable giving people this advice one-on-one. So right now I don't classify this as advice. I just see it as me sharing my experiences. But to take it to the next level, I'm planning on getting a designation. I do, however, coach when it comes to mentorship. So I mentor quite a few people. So if that's what you meant, then yeah, I offer that. I also have a service which is like a paid service where you can ask me anything for 30 minutes. So I will leave those links in the description. Hopefully I remember. And you can book that anytime if you just want to chat about any topic. The next question that I got was, you have 10 characteristics to build your perfect man. What characteristics would they be? And my answer for this is, wouldn't you like to know? I feel, call me out if I'm wrong on this, but like I feel that men ask this question so that they can become the perfect man that you are looking for. And honestly, I don't want anyone to become what I'm looking for. I would like that we mesh with each other, and like I don't have to teach you to be. Obviously, you teach your partner like how to love you and things like that, but like your core characteristics about yourself, I should not be teaching you that. So I'm not answering that question, sorry. What is your ideal first date? I like food, so something that involves food. Another question, how do you decide on a niche for content creation? What if you are good in a lot of things? For example, motivation, lifestyle, tips, DIY, and information that can be considered hacks. So I think if you follow me, you know that I like have a niche kind of, but like I also talk about a lot more things outside of the financial literacy niche. So my true belief is that people are following you for the person that you are rather than the specific niche that you are in. So I think that you being a lifestyle brand, you as a person being the brand, is the most important thing. So I think your niche is you. And I know that sounds weird, but truly your niche, you are the niche. People follow me not just because anyone can talk about financial literacy, but a lot of people follow me because they like me as a person. They like how I explain things. They like my personality. They like that I don't just talk about money, but I'm very vulnerable and transparent about like the privileges that I have. So I think that like you are the niche. And for example, I call myself Reni the resource, meaning that I can do all of these different things, right? And I'm sharing resources about all of these different topics. So my niche is no niche. However, I'm going to caveat that by saying, if you truly want to grow quickly, niching down at the thing that you're best at is the way to go. If I strictly focused on finance content, my channel would be 50K, maybe larger than that, and I know that. But my goal is not to just build a large following. My goal is to build an engaged following of people who truly like me as a person, and as a result, they trust me and they trust the brand recommendations that I give them as well. So I say all that to say, you can go one of two ways. You can choose the niche that you think you most resonate with out of all the things that you're good at and hyper focus on that, or you can just be yourself and the people who are attracted to you will come into your community. I hope that helped. If you have more questions about content creation, feel free to leave them down below. How many stuffed animals do I own? What kind of questions are these, y'all? How many stuffed animals do I own? I own 0. I don't know, like it's not something that appeals to me. So I'm very big on throwing everything out that is no longer serving me. So I'm not sentimental about those kind of things. The only thing I'm sentimental about is cards and handwritten letters. So I've kept all of those since I was like very young. But when it comes to stuffed animals and things like that, it's been donated or in the trash. Have you ever been fired from a job? So no, I have never been fired from a job. I actually think I'm an excellent employee. Like I think I am an amazing employee, and any company would be very privileged to have me. But I also like working for myself. But yeah, I've never been fired from a job. Next question, do you have a dog? No, I do not have a dog. I probably will never have a dog unless my future partner wants a dog. But yeah, it's not something that really appeals to me. And that is because I travel a lot. Like if I'm always out of the country, what am I doing having a dog? I'm trying to be a responsible adult. My neighbor has dogs. I used to love walking her dog and like, you know, playing with the dog, but not in my house because I can't maintain the level that I would like to maintain. Hopefully my future kids or future partner do not want a dog. Hopefully. Next question was, what is the craziest pickup line that worked on you? I don't know. I feel like most people don't reach out to me with random pickup lines. I've gotten some good ones though, but I don't know if I ever responded. Let me quickly scroll through my Twitter DMs because that's where I get a lot of them. There was a really good one there. Let's see if I can find it. Damn, I don't know where it is. Okay, I found one that's probably the worst pickup line. Somebody messaged me in September and said, "Hey Reni, is it too late to wish you happy birthday?" I don't know if that's considered a pickup line, but that's how they reached out to me. And my birthday's in July, so like, what? Here's a bad one that I received. They said, "Marriage. Hello Reni. Please, are you of Nigerian descent and single? I am one of your YouTube fans, dying to know you more if interested in settling down soon. I am blank, originally from Nigeria, brought up in Nigeria until I left for study. Please do kindly reply." Like what? Okay, I found the good one. I didn't respond, unfortunately, but like, I thought it was good. Maybe I'll respond now, okay? This person said, "Hi Reni, I stumbled on your account and noticed you love to make complex topics simple. I'd appreciate if you could simplify a complex issue on a non-financial investment for me." Okay, so everyone reaches out to me and like they ask me these questions, right? So I responded, "Hi, what question do you have?" And he said, "Thanks for reaching out." Well, it's a question about investing time. I'd like to know, how much time do you think I'd have to invest in making the acquaintance of such a beautiful and intelligent lady as yourself? I think that was really cute. I don't know why I didn't respond in the moment, but yeah, like that's hilarious. I love it. That was good. It was a cute little play on words. Next question is, do you have a mentor, someone who you look up to on your creator journey? So I look up to a lot of creators like, you know, Patricia Bright, Jackie Aina, the big creators, but I don't have like an actual one-on-one mentor who I meet with on a monthly basis or anything like that. I would love to get one in 2023. Next question, how was high school in Canada? Did you experience racism and bullying? Okay, so I had a whole club, I don't know if you guys remember Clubhouse like 2 years ago, but I was on Clubhouse frequently and I had a whole discussion about Clubhouse and about bullying in high school, being a black girl in high school. And yes, there was, I don't think I faced bullying because like I'm a very social person and I literally had friends in every single clique. So I don't think I ever was bullied, but there's definitely like racist remarks or comments that you will hear, or like, "You're pretty for a black girl." You know, what does that mean? What does that mean? So I used to wear braids all the time. Maybe this is bullying actually. I used to wear braids all the time and now I do again. But in high school I used to wear braids and then someone told me that I look like the Predator. Okay, so I'm gonna insert a picture of the Predator here and you will see that like, what? And I think I just laughed it off. Like, of course I don't look like the Predator. But from that day till like, from that month till end of university, I didn't wear braids. I wore wigs and weaves the whole of university. So clearly it stuck with me. So that's an example. Another thing is a lot of the black girls at school did not have prom dates. And it's because the black guys were going through whatever self-hate nonsense. Sorry, not nonsense. They were going through whatever self-hate they were going through. And I feel like they didn't like black women, so they started to date white women or not anyone other than black to make the. But then it's one thing to not want to date black women, but don't put us down in the process. Like, that's not necessary. So that's what would happen a lot. And yeah, I don't know what else happened. I'm sure a lot happened that I've just like pushed back into my mind. I remember once that this guy told me he wouldn't date me because I'm blick. I'm too blick, okay? And blick means darker than dark, like you're very black. And like, he was darker than me, so like I didn't really understand it. Even if I was super dark skinned, why is that a reason to not date someone? And you're darker than me. Like, it was just confusing. So he always said he's never gonna date a black girl. He's always gonna date someone light because he wants his kids to be light. So those are some of the things you'll have to deal with. I don't know if it's still like this. I pray it is not. But yeah, my school was not the worst, but also not the best. Next question is, "Hi Reni, love your content. Thank you. My parents are gifting me some money from a property sale. Could you suggest where I keep or invest the funds? I eventually want to use it for a deposit on a rental property, which could be in a couple months or up to 2 years. So I always say that there's a difference between saving and investing should be for the long term. I have a whole video about this. You can watch it up here. But in my opinion, I believe that investing should be for the long term, and that is like 4+ years, 5+ years, right? So if you think you're going to purchase this house in the next couple months or up to 2 years, you should keep that money in a high interest savings account. Do not invest that money because you don't know how the market will react over the next couple months up to 2 years. So keep it in a high interest savings account. There is one with EQ Bank, and I will leave my affiliate link in the description box and you can sign up. If you sign up, it will say that Reni sent you. But basically what this is it's an account where you get a higher interest rate than a typical account. And because you are getting this higher interest rate, it helps your money grow a bit more than if it was just sitting in another savings account. Okay, another question that I got was, tell us a little bit about your Christian journey if you don't mind. Okay, so this is an interesting question. I haven't really spoken about this, and I feel like this would require a whole video, but I just recorded my first video about faith, and hopefully it's up by now, but if it is, it'll be linked up here. Whenever it's up, it'll be linked up here. And yeah, ask me questions about my faith below and then I can make a video, or even tell me, do you want to see it? Because maybe one person may want to hear about it, but the rest of you may not care. So if you want to hear about my Christian journey, leave it down below, please. I got a banking offer for $45,000 non-remote. It's a 35-minute commute. Is it worth it, or should I negotiate the salary with inflation? With inflation, it doesn't make sense. Help. This is a hard one because I don't know anything about you. I don't know if you're a new graduate. I don't know. I have no idea about your situation. Are you like desperately looking for a job and this is what you got? I do not know. But my first thought is that 45K is not a lot of money, especially if you live in Toronto. Like that, you can barely live on that unless you're living with your family or something, or somebody who's covering the major expenses. So my suggestion, I don't know, you'd have to message me more. I can't really answer this one. It's hard. But also, when you accept an offer, you can also still be applying for jobs, and then once you get a new job that's better, then you should just leave. So that's another option. Another question I got was, do you have a recommendation for low maintenance braids for a vacation? It depends how long you're going for. If you're going for 1 week, cornrows are a good way to go. Just straight backs or side or something like or single braids are a good way to go. Cornrows don't last too long, maybe 2 weeks until they look super fuzzy. So if you're going for more than a week and a half, I would say stop. Don't do that. Some braids, some styles I would not recommend, okay? Locks. If you're planning on swimming, locks get extremely heavy in the water. Full locks, they get extremely heavy in the water, so maybe don't go for those. Also, goddess braids, gosh, those little curly parts that come out, if you are swimming, again, it's a recipe for disaster, so skip that. I think the simple single braids or cornrows would be your best bet. Okay, we have 2 more questions. The second last question is, how do you secure brand partnerships? So I secure brand partnerships literally by being myself and consistently posting my work on all platforms, and the brands are able to find me. I also tag the brands in my posts. So I love different skincare products. I love using different banks and different products. I tag those brands in my posts because, like, I'm already using your product. You know I'm an ambassador for the product. It's easy for you to know that I would like to work with you, and then they typically reach out. One thing I'm going to be doing going forward is actually pitching more brands that I want to work with. So yeah, 2023 loading. That's what we're going to be doing. And I just wanted to emphasize that to get brand partnerships, you need a portfolio of work. They're not just going to want to work with you just because you have a pretty face. Well, for some influencers that may work, but for the majority of us that does not work. So make sure you are creating lots of content so they know what you're capable of, and then they can reach out to you. I did a few gifted collabs at first, and then and that helped me build my portfolio. But don't take too many gifted collabs. You don't need to take too many, just take a few. Of all the countries you visited this year, which was your favorite and why? And they were talking about last year. So if you don't know, last year I went to 7 different countries. In February, I went to Dubai. In May, I went to Rwanda. In June, I went to Mexico. In July, I went to Mali. No, I went to Turkey. At the end of July, I went to Mali. In September, I went to Nigeria, and in October, I went to the United States. And I've been to almost all of those countries before, Mali and Turkey and Dubai and UAE. Wow, I said Dubai. I meant UAE, sorry. Those are the 3 places that I have not been so far. So I hit 3 new countries last year and repeated 4 countries. And let's see, what were my favorite countries? Mali. I really enjoyed. I went for a wedding in Mali. Yo, I had a whole, it was a vibe. It was a great time. So I had a great time in Mali. I also really like Turkey. I went for 10 days, but that was really like a post breakup trip, and like sad and not sad, but like trying to recuperate and relax. So I didn't really do too much. Like normally I'd be flying from place to place, trying to go on the hot air balloons, trying to do this, trying to do that. But honestly, I was just on a rest. So I did not do too much while I was there, but it was a great time. Would recommend. And I would go back. I really want to go back to Turkey, especially Istanbul, because I don't think I experienced it the way as much as I would like to. And yeah, Rwanda is always a vibe. I will be back hopefully this year. And Nigeria, oh, my heart. I got to see my grandparents for the first time since 2018, and it's a real blessing to be able to see your grandparents, you know? Those of you who live with your grandparents, I just want to say you are so blessed. You all should be very grateful that you are able to see your grandparents on a regular basis. And unfortunately, my grandfather passed away in December of 2022. That's why I haven't been online as much, but yeah, he passed away. So it was really good that I got to see him just like 2 months before that, after not seeing him for 4 years. So super grateful for that. And yeah, Nigeria was amazing. That was my first time going to Nigeria as an adult. I guess 2018 I was technically an adult, but like I was still in school. I just graduated school, so I wasn't an adult. But yeah, I went out. I had no friends there. I met people. I met a few followers. I made friends. Like it was so good. It was so good. So I hope to be back, not in 4 years, but hopefully sooner than that. So yeah, that is my update, life update Q&A. If you want me to do these on a quarterly basis, feel free to let me know down below. Let me know how you are. How are you doing? Are you good? What's good in your life? Are you excited for 2023? Let me know down below. And yeah, I can't wait to make more amazing content for you this year. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.